Hey everybody, this is Keith. Welcome to KeithSpeaks. Just came across something and I just wanted to make people aware of it. Before I say anything else though, I need to give credit where it's due. Chris Carla, writing for Zateo, published yesterday. Go read it, the full piece. I'm going to put the link in the description because the journalist did the work, found the people, sat with their story, and told it with the kind of care it deserves. My job right now is just to make sure that you're aware of it and then to talk about what it means. Because what it means is significant. The piece introduces us to Sarah Soraya, a young Palestinian woman in Gaza who spent 8 months preparing for an English proficiency test while living through bombardment, displacement, and hunger. Her father borrowed $65, money they did not have, to pay for the exam. She found a quiet corner in a makeshift cafe in Al-Mawazi, opened her laptop, clicked the button. A few minutes later, her connection dropped. Test invalid. Buy now. That's the button that came up. That's the story. Chris Carla told it, not me. But the reason I'm here telling you is because that the story sits inside a much larger pattern. And that pattern is what I want to talk about. So watch the pattern. The top English proficiency exams, the IELTS, the TOEFL, require physical test centers. Those centers left Gaza when the war escalated. They're gone, which means Palestinian students trying to earn scholarships and study abroad have exactly one remaining option: Duolingo, an app with a cartoon owl, and an AI backend. Now understand what Duolingo is collecting here. They know where these purchases are coming from. They have the geographic data. They know Palestinian students in active conflict zones are buying their $65 tests repeatedly because connections failures and bombed infrastructure keep triggering automatic violations. And those students keep getting sent back to the purchase screen. Buy now. They also recently made a deliberate business decision to replace human contract reviewers with artificial intelligence. No judgment, no discretion, no context. A machine deciding whether a dropped connection in a war zone is a testing violation. Follow the money. A 26-year-old man named Rami Sultan, also in Chris's piece, also still in Gaza, said he wished he could get cancer because a medical condition might get him an exit, because there is no education exit, because the bureaucratic infrastructure that was supposed to serve these students has completely abandoned them. And what filled the vacuum is a for-profit app that is collecting revenue from people spending money they need for food. That is not a technology failure. That is not an oversight. That is a choice. Duolingo built their brand on accessibility, on being the democratic, friendly, everyone deserves to learn company. The green owl is their whole identity. Here is the specific policy demand, and it's reasonable, it is achievable, and it costs them almost nothing. Implement an immediate humanitarian waiver policy for students testing from active conflict zones. Automatic no-cost retakes for connection failures. Mandatory human review, not AI, for any flag tests originating from a war zone. One policy, one decision. Go to their social platforms, tag them, ask them one question publicly. Do you have a humanitarian waiver policy for students testing from active conflict zones? Yes or no? Make them answer out loud, because a company that won't answer that question in public has already answered it in private. Share Chris Carla's piece. Share this. Send it to educators, university administrators, tech journalists, because this is simultaneously a war story, a technology accountability story, and a follow the money story, all wrapped in a baby blue button. The link is in the description. Read the full piece. These students deserve witnesses. Watch the pattern. Follow the money. And use your voice. This is Keith. And this is Keith Speaks.